howdy YouTube, it's the Brew City Rider. I've been in my garage working on my Softail, changing fluids and whatnot, getting it ready for the winter. But I was like, damn, I got to get out on the bike. It's too nice out to spend it in the garage. So that's what I'm doing. It's about 3:30 on Tuesday, October 22nd, I believe. So I'll be posting up my 3-hole oil change on my Softail. And I had some trouble with one of the drain plugs, so I'll show you what I did to try to get around that. Another glorious fall day. So let's see, I got a birthday coming up, and as the custom of late anyway, we're gonna go on either a brewery or a distillery tour. If you haven't been on one, you gotta try it. They're a blast, especially the small like craft breweries. So last year we went on the Lakefront Brewery Tour in downtown Milwaukee, near Brewers Hill, near the old Pabst Brewery. And then I think the year before that we toured the Pearl Street Brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin. That was a lot of fun. And we did the Milwaukee Brewing Company, Miller Brewing Company, Mankato Brewing Company in Mankato, Minnesota. And this year I think we're gonna go to the City Lights Brewery in Milwaukee. It's just I think it's around 27th Street and St. Paul-ish. It's in a old historic industrial kind of building, and should be a lot of fun. We always try the beer flights from the various breweries where you get a small glass, usually in some type of wooden frame with cutouts, and you get to sample most of their beers. And the tours usually include some type of glassware and usually several beers. And then if you have anybody with you that's not 21, they're pretty lenient on these beer tours. So like my daughter, who's almost 21, last year she got, I believe it's 5 tokens from Lakefront Brewery. Each one's good for a beer. So we let her have one, and then I got the rest of her tokens, so I was pretty lit when I left there. And no, I wasn't driving. My wife always drives for these brewery tours. I'm surprised I got a green light there. I thought for sure I was going to have to go through that red light. You can do that in Wisconsin if the light doesn't change for you when you're on your bike. And then for distillery tours, we actually haven't been on one for a little bit, but we've done Maker's Mark in Kentucky and Jack Daniel's in Tennessee. And there's one near the Harley Museum I want to tour sometime. I think it's called Great Lakes Distillery. I see some of the YouTuber, or I should say, I see some of the motovloggers are getting into beer reviews, and some have even filmed brewery tours. I was going to do some beer reviews last winter, but I never did. I just don't think I'd be very good at it. I have a hard time describing the different flavors of things, including cigar flavors. You ever watch cigar reviews, man? Those guys are picking out some crazy flavors in those cigars. But I still may do that because I want to keep busier on YouTube over the winter. I hope to spend some time in Kentucky soon and tour some more of the distilleries there. They have a Kentucky Bourbon Trail where they got all the I should say all the distilleries mapped out, and none of them are too far from each other, and you can hit a bunch of them on one trip. Bourbon is my whiskey of choice. I don't have a favorite. I just like to try a bunch of different ones. I just bought a bottle of Bullet bourbon, and Bullet was an old historic bourbon distillery that was revived by a relative and started up again, but it was more of a marketing thing at first. They got the cool looking Old West bottle. They call it Frontier whiskey, and it was actually being distilled I believe at this distillery in Indiana, which makes a lot of the bourbons for many of the distillery or many of the bourbon companies. But now Bullet is opening up their own distillery in or near Shelbyville, Kentucky, and I want to get to that one too. I'm not sure how far along they are, but I saw some drawings and it looks real cool. So anyway, look forward to my birthday brewery tour. It's going to be a good time. My family always comes with. And last Friday I went to the Water Street Brewery, which is a microbrewery and restaurant on Water Street in Milwaukee, and that was a great time. That's a really cool place. Friendly staff, good food, decent prices, and sample 3 of their beers, 2 of which I really enjoyed, 1 I wasn't crazy about. That was their Oktoberfest offering, which was a little fizzy for some reason, which I didn't care for. Look at that countryside, so freaking gorgeous. Alright guys, that'll do it for today's moto vlog. Hope everybody's having a great day. Get out on those bikes before you have to put them away. So this is the Brew City Rider saying live hard and ride easy. Later guys. Catch you on the next one.